The fate of T-Rex when being king doesn't mean happiness. One fine morning in the Cretaceous period, your baby T-Rex break out of your egg, taking a deep breath of the volcanic ash-filled air surrounding you. So, this is my world. You wonder? You're tiny, innocent eyes gazing at the rough terrain. But before you can bask in your newfound existence, you're promptly kicked by one of your siblings and sent rolling away. Thought family was about love and support? Absolutely not. At least not in the T-Rex household. From the moment you were born, the concept of sibling camaraderie doesn't exist. Instead, your nest, a place you thought could be a safe haven, is a brutal survival arena where the strong prevail and the weak, well, don't make it. Imagine this. You have just hatched. Your eyes are barely adjusted to the light, and your tiny 75 centimeter long body is as fragile as a sapling. But hold on. Before you can even figure out what's that, your other siblings, only a few hours or days older than you, are already snapping at you with their razor-sharp teeth. Those jaws aren't there to welcome you, but to establish dominance. They're either after the scrap of food your mother left behind, or worse, after you. In the world of T-Rexes, sibling rivalry takes on a whole new level. It's not just about stealing the last slice of pizza. It's about survival of the fittest. To understand why, let's start with how your kind reproduces. Your loving mother likely laid 10 to 15 eggs in her clutch. Why this seem like a decent number? It's a reflection of harsh reality. Not all of you are going to make it. Your mother knows she can't nurture every single one of you. So, her parenting stops at guarding the nest and dropping off a bit of food post-hatch. Beyond that, the survival game is all on you. In this brutal race, those who hatch earlier have an immediate advantage. Bigger, stronger, and more alert. These early hatchlings waste no time asserting dominance. They grab most of the food, and if they're feeling extra ambitious, they might just eliminate a sibling or two. Savage, right? But this survival strategy is nature's way of ensuring that only the strong live on to carry the T-Rex legacy. Now, back to you, a fresh T-Rex hatchling, still figuring out how to walk. Before you can even take in the beauty of your prehistoric surroundings, your older, bulkier sibling has already claimed the spotlight. A sweep kick sends you tumbling toward the riverbank. You scramble to get back on your feet, only to see your siblings biting and clawing at each other for food. Watching this chaos, you clench down at your stubby little arms. What's the point of these things? You scream internally. The only answer you get is a cold, indifferent gaze of your siblings, as if saying, "Decoration, buddy. Poor decoration." The nest isn't just your birthplace. It's the stage where life decides who's strong enough to make it out alive. Losers in this vicious battle often end up as meal for the vicious siblings. A grim example of the cannibalistic tendencies prevalent among many dinosaur species. This constant struggle explains why T-Rex grew up to be some of the fiercest predators in history. The harshness of their early lives sculpted them into battle-hardened, relentless hunters. And you're no exception. When you grow a bit more, now about the size of a turkey, your mother, a giant 12-meter long T-Rex, decide it's time to teach you the most important lesson of your life, hunting. She takes you to an open field and point at the protoceratops lazily munching on crash. That's your breakfast. Go get it, she commands. You look at the prey, feeling excited, and you run like crazy. But here's the problem. Even though you can run at nearly 40 km per hour, your short legs still cannot catch up with the quick protoceratops. As you learn to bite, it swings its tail and smacks you right in the face, knocking you down. Your mother watches from a distance and just shakes her head. Pathetic. If you can't get your own food, don't call me your mother. Don't even bother coming home. So, you spend the whole day starving, silently, promising yourself that next time you will be more careful. But hunting isn't the only thing that's hard. There's also another fear that haunts you. You try to make friends with the herbivores near the forest, hoping they won't see you as a threat. But the truth is, they enjoy teasing you more than anything. Hey, short arms, can you read this leaf up here? An iguanodon stands on the hill, munching leaves and laughing at you. You try jumping to bite the leaf, but your short arms only make your attempt look even more pathetic. You miss every time, and the iguanodon just laugh louder. Think you are some mighty king? All you have caught is a big mouth. At least my mouth is big. You roll back and try to use your sharp, 15 centimeter long teeth to scale them, but unfortunately, your teeth are still growing and hurt like crazy every time you bite too hard. What kind of king can't even bite properly? The others keep laughing and rolling on the ground. Even though you will mock, you keep growing fast. 10 years later, you are now a gigantic T-Rex, nearly 13 meters long and weighing up to 9 tons, with powerful legs and sharp teeth that no one dares to underestimate. Finally, you claim your territory and become a top predator of the food chain. But being the king isn't easy. One day, you spot a triceratops standing under a tree. Dinner is served, you think, and try at it with all your strength. But Triceratops is not an easy meal. It's turned around, and you see 3 sharp horns aimed straight at you. You try to dodge using your big head, but your legs still get scratches. You fight for almost 15 minutes before it finally bringing it down. Finally, it's over. You pant and start devouring your meal. But just as you are enjoying your feast, you hear something strange. Another T-Rex, even bigger than you, appears and stares at your meal. Hey, this is mine, you roar. But in this world, the rule is simple. The stronger one wins. The two of you clash in a brutal fight. You try your best to protect your meal, but in the end, you have to give up and retreat to stay alive. Now, you enter your dinosaur puberty, a stage that anything but easy, especially when you are a T-Rex. Your tiny arms aren't the biggest problems, it's finding a worthy mate. In the harsh world of the Cretaceous period, courting is far from romantic. You roll as loud as you can, shaking the whole forest, hoping the sound will attract a female T-Rex. I sound so cool, you think. But then, a female T-Rex show up, look you up and down, and sign. That's it. Fine, but don't expect much. That's how love began for T-Rexes. Rough and somewhat practical. After some dating, you made a craze to build a home. But don't imagine the two of you lovingly caring for the eggs or watching your baby hatch like in cartoons. No, T-Rex life doesn't work that way. When the eggs hatch and the baby T-Rexes let out their first cries, both you and your female T-Rex are long gone. Parents? Who cares? Life is out there. Survive on your own. That's a T-Rex parenting philosophy. After many years of survival, you think you will overcome everything. But one day, the sky suddenly lights up. You look up and see a giant ball of fire racing toward Earth. The asteroid has arrived. The impact shook the entire planet, creating a cloud dust that plucked out the sun. Plants die, prey disappears, and you, once the top of the food chain, now wander through hunger and despair. With your massive body, you can't survive long in this harsh new world. One day, you collapse from exhaustion and become part of history. 66 million years later, paleontologists discover your skeleton. They name you Tyrannosaurus rex, Tyrant King of the Lizards. Your bones are displayed in museums, shown on the big screen, and celebrated worldwide. Being a T-Rex was never easy, but in the end, you became a symbol of greatness. And even though your life was tough and short, at least you made sure everyone would remember you.